on that. Okay. Already popular. We just did, my friend Vonabelle. Vonabelle, come on now. I just want to talk to Vonabelle. We did a little mention earlier on this. I just let people know what was coming up. We lost a whole bunch of them. I mean, we didn't lose them. We know where they are. You guys are ordering them because it does so much. Yeah. First of all, it's that heat in that specific space where you need it, not trying to heat the whole house. That oscillating feature, the digital display that you can set it to the heat that you want it, and the air filtration and the remote control right here on a clearance price. I want you to look at that clearance price. That is better than 50% off right now, but we are very, very limited. Our home and health expert, Vonabelle Sherman, is here with us. I just want to get you out as quick as possible because they're ordering fast.
I know. They're very smart. You know why? This is an incredible price. And I wanted to see what other prices were out there, so I went on that A site. A site, $94. Just in case you want to know.
Yep.
So it is a great value. This is from LivePure, give a great warranty, USA-based customer service, and this happens to be a fabulous unit. Why? It goes from 60 degrees when it's working as a fan, all the way up to 99 degrees when it's giving you the most awesome heat. And here we are in the season where we need that heat. And maybe it's in your bedrooms or your smaller rooms or your bigger rooms where you need to control that. So maybe you don't have to, change the house heat so much. And this will do that for you because it goes up to 99 degrees. Now, it also is ceramic heat. That is the best because it heats up the fastest and it cools down the fastest. So when you put it on and you want that heat fast, right away with ceramic heat, you're going to feel that heat benefit. It's a turbine, which means it does project that heat to the room. So if you put this on your nightstand, which is a perfect space for it, or in your office, it will project that heat and warm you up very quickly. You can also use the remote, which I love, and change it. Maybe you want to rotate the feature so that you're sharing the heat or the cool in the whole space, which I like. So as you can see, we are projecting it. Now, normally you see me use a pinwheel on a fan, but this is heat, and I just want to show you that it is projecting out into the room, because when you're freezing and it's 0 degrees outside or -10, you want to feel that heat quickly and not be tempted to, manage the whole house heat. So it does that. But on this setting, I actually turn this, my glasses, see, it's on 99. Okay, that's its highest setting. That's amazing. It used to be heaters could only be set up, and we got up to 79 degrees in the studio. That's showing you what it's here in the studio. Yeah. And this is a big space with air conditioning running, so you're not gonna see that. But it's set at 99, and so I can deliver a 99 temperature into the house where outside it's 10 degrees or 0 degrees.
Right.
Talk about North Dakota and Bismarck. Those always get the coldest.
Right.
Now, let's take a look at some of the temps, because I know for some of you this is personal. You are sitting there freezing, you have a big old sweater on and you have big socks on. You know that it is cold, and when you get to those cold temperatures, you want a really good heater that maybe doesn't take up that much space. So look at this, Boise, 35 degrees. Scranton, that's Pennsylvania, right? Yeah, 31, I didn't realize. Yeah. Santa Fe, Butte, is that Montana? 21 degrees,
21 degrees and getting colder.
You have my empathy.
And getting colder. I love, you're right, you mentioned the size, because sometimes when we talk about heaters, we talk about maybe space heaters, zone heater. As something kind of big, industrial looking, they're kind of heavy, a little bit dangerous. We're setting this right on your desk, your work desk, right on that table next to your couch while you read your favorite book, right next to your favorite chair, in the kids' room, as you fall asleep. The size of this and the control you have for $44.99 right there. A lot of us still working from home over the holidays. We have to answer emails or we're doing projects. Keeping that space warm is so important for you right now. And there's some great safety features built into this as well. It's the other thing I always think about when I got kids and dogs running through the house, right? Yeah. That as well. And not to mention, on top of all that, the filtration inside.
I know, isn't this cool? Like, there's so much to cover. Okay, so let's talk about what you're gonna do. As soon as you get this home and you plug it in, turn it around, okay? Because the off-on button is back here, okay? Don't try to just operate the front without turning the off-on. That is a safety feature with powerful heaters. So turn this on. And then what you're seeing right here, LivePure, you know, they're great with filtration, right? Because they do air purifiers. So they thought, you know what, let's give everybody a little bit of filtration in this unit. So on the back, what you're seeing here is this grate, and there is a filter. Now, it's not HEPA or anything. It will just capture some of those bigger particles, giving you the cleanest air that's coming out through the Vortex turbine. So that's on the back as well. There's your off and on. Now, when the air meets inside, it is ceramic, the most powerful. Now, two settings on this, which I really like, 750 watts or 1500. So if you just want to make the room a little bit warm, you could use the 750. If you want to make it hot, 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 use the 1500. Now, when you're looking at this, you go, oh, Vonabelle, how much does that have? Is it that powerful? Yes. When I say 1500 watts, I want you to know that 1500 watts is what is in a heater that is 3 feet long, a heater that is set into a mantle, a heater that is set into that forced air if you're not using your fireplace and you want to put, 1500 is the max, the standard will allow for a heater. And yet that kind of power is right here in these two great colors. So you will feel the very best heat. But here's a little cool thing.
Okay.
So in front of Ty, the white unit, I actually have on the fan mode. If you put your hand there, it's not hot.
All right.
Yeah, it is actually, I set it on 60, let's see. And there, see, 60, I'm gonna hold that so the camera can get that. It's on 60, hopefully it'll stay there. Nope, let me put that back, because I just think this is so cool.
I love that you can actually see what it is. It's not just like an on-off and I have no idea what it is.
I just switched it by accident.
You can actually see on the digital display. Look at the control.
I'm gonna take it all the way down.
Look at the control you have.
I know, on the remote. And so I'm gonna take this down to its lowest, which is 60. At 60, there you go, we have a fan. Okay, so when you're not, you don't have to hide this. That's the reason I took that extra effort to show you. So when you're done with the heating season, you can still leave it out because it can operate as a fan. Just put it on 60. So you have something that takes up a small footprint wherever you want to use it. And I love the thought of, you know, in the winter you play a lot of games we did as a kid, and you put this down and everybody gets the warmth while you're sitting on the ground playing board games with the family. You know, hot chocolate.
Look at that extra, that oscillation, that 60-degree oscillation. I do need to give some updates because we have two colors, but we're about to only have one color. So we have it in the graphite and the white. I'm going to ask my producer, Rick, to give me a heads up here, but I believe the graphite we are limited on, the white as well. How many do we have in the graphite, Rick? I'm going to ask you real quick. 275 remaining in the graphite. That is it. 400 in the pearl white. That's not a lot.
No,
this is not a lot to go around. Now is the time. Also, remember, you have until the end of January to make any returns that you need to. January 31st, 2024. So if right now it is cold and you need that zone heating, you need that personalized heating, grab it now. You have until the end of January to even make that final decision if you want to keep it or not. But don't miss out. 270 in one of them, and in the graphite and in the white, that kind of beautiful, clean pearl white, only 400. So these are going very quickly. Remember, it's not just heat, it's a fan, it's filtration as well. And that ceramic is very important, right?
It really is. I don't think I would buy a heater that didn't have ceramic. Once you understand the heat that it collects for you. So, because if you put on a normal fan that's not ceramic, you have to wait for it to get hot. When it's ceramic, boom, the heat is right there for you. And then you turn it on 99. As a matter of fact, this is thermographic paper. I'm going to place this in front of there. Do you see how that is changing color? Ah, there you go. Okay.
There we go.
It was totally black. Okay, it started totally black. And you see those changing colors? That means it is heat. And because you can't feel it, I can feel it. It feels great. But I want you to see that it's really powerful heat. Now, another thing we talked about was that safety feature. And I want to show you that because it's right here on the bottom. So this button, when it falls over or you lift it, if this button is not making contact, it shuts off, which is great, because let's say you have dogs and kids, and they just, oops, somebody knocked it over. You never had that kind of fear factor that you sometimes have when a heater, gets knocked over or something. It will just shut off like that. So this has a lot of features in it for such a small price. And I was so impressed with the price that I couldn't help but go look at the A site And I went, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That was $94. This is on sale, Ty. It's at a great value.
I mean, our HS and deal price right there, that is what we're competitive with in the market, right? That's what the market is. So we're competitive in the market at $94.50. But this is your clearance event. I know a lot of you wait until today. A lot of you say, I gotta tune in today and see what I can get. The downside of clearance is that our quantities are very low. So if you have your eye on something here, if you know exactly where you're gonna put it, because that graphite would look great, because that white would look great. You know, someone working from home and it's cold in the house, or they're in that one room that is always cold. I have that. My son Lucas's room, poor Lucas, I'm bringing in a heater for him. That room is always cold. But when you have your own heater that is that zone heating next to your bedside, and then in the summertime, you're gonna you just click it over to fan, you get to control the temperature. How many heaters of this size that you had that much control over, right? None that I can think of at this price for $44.99. So now's a great time. Get it home. After that first flexible payment of $15 in the shipping, we're gonna ship this right out to you, and you're gonna start using it. We only have a couple of minutes left, but maybe, Vonabelle, you can go through some of the features again for us before we go.
So we have the adjustable heat, 60 to 99. That's unheard of, going up to that 99. Usually it stops at 90. You have a timer, so you can set it to come on and off. And you have the rotate function, which is sharing the heat or sharing the breeze because of the wide range. The auto duster filter gives you the famous LivePure filtration to capture some of those big particles. So if you suffer from allergies, or you just would like a little less dust in the air coming out of the heater, you get that. And then way at the bottom, you have the safety tip over switch. And here's something, LivePure doesn't scrimp on things. When I got this, I was like, oh, this is such a great value. Did we keep the remote? Yes. Why do you think that's important? Because when I'm in bed and I'm under the blankets and I want to adjust the heat or the fan, I want a remote. I want to be able to change it from the comfort of 8 feet away or 6 feet away or under my blankets. We left that. And then we're going to filter the air before it comes in, because LivePure is famous for that. And then I do want to remind you that I want you to turn this on the back. Why? You know, I had a couple people reach out on Facebook last year. So I want you to know, here's your off on, okay? You have to do this back here first, and then you have the seamless, beautiful features on the front. And we're going to deliver heat, because you have your choice of being the heat on low, which is 750 watts, or taking it up to 1500 watts and getting that heat that you need and desire, all at an incredible price. And the white, of course, is classic color, any decor. And the gray, of course, for the last few years has been the color. 200
in the graphite. That's going to be at 200. It's going to be gone, and only 350 in the white. This is going to go quick. So they're telling us, because it's going so fast with all the people on the phones right now, we're going to have to move on. These are going to be gone here. But I love the fact that not only is that air warm, but you know it's clean because it's filtered. It's great. That's what LivePure does for us. Vonabelle, thank you so much for being here.
My
it's
pleasure.
Always good to see you.
A great bargain to share with you. Thanks, Ty.
Really great here.